Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot video forecast for Sunday, December the 2nd. We are going to go ahead and start with Aries right off the bat, see what card you get for Sunday. All right, so taking a peek at Aries, what we have showing up here is the Wanderer in reverse. Now, the Wanderer in reverse just tells me that there is something that you began sort of as a leap of faith, just because you knew that you knew that you knew that it was the right thing to do. And whenever it comes up in reverse, this is saying that whatever this was that you began as a leap of faith, now you are continuing forward with it. And it may be that you've had some questions. You may have been sort of second guessing, do I want to continue with this? Was this good? Was this a good idea? Has it run its course? Is it really best if I let it go now? And you're deciding, no, it's worth it to keep moving forward with it. Okay, so that's for Aries. Hello there, Marcia K. Glad to see you here, my dear. May Levinar. Hello, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. How are you guys doing today? Or how are you ladies doing today, I should say. Next up, we're going to look at Taurus for Sunday, December the 2nd. Let's see what we shall see. Look at you, Lorraine. You're in here early. Hey, hey. I'm fantastic, my dear. How are you? Alrighty, Taurus. Sunday, December the 2nd. What you have showing up is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse just says that you're getting some kind of news about money, and it's not the kind of news that you want to hear about money. This can be your kid just dropped his cell phone in the toilet, and now you have to replace it. Or any other number of things. Unwelcome news about money or material goods coming in for you, Taurus. So sorry to report that. Yes, you get to hear Gemini without backtracking. And Gemini is actually up next for Sunday, December the 2nd. While I'm shuffling for Gemini, let me just remind everybody that if you would like to get a live reading with me, or if you would like to get a 1 or 2 question recorded reading, either one, or if you would like to have a Reiki session, or if you're in the local area and you want your house cleared, or you want a psychic party, or if you need addiction relief services, you can find all of that on my website. Once you're there and you've looked around a little bit, if you decide that I am the best provider for you, then go ahead and get a hold of me. All my contact information is there. My web address is www.amista, amista.info, info. There is no .com. Please don't try to make it fit, because it won't. All right, so let's look at Gemini. Excuse me. Thank you, Miss Lorraine. Okay, so Gemini. Isn't your sun an air sign, Miss Lorraine? Anyway, Gemini's, what you have coming up is the King of Swords, and he's coming in right side up. A lot of readers might say that this would be your card just talking about you. I'm not really feeling that. I am feeling like you're interacting with another air sign, possibly, but definitely somebody who has the attributes of an air sign. So this is going to be somebody who is intelligent, who's quick-witted, who likes to think things through, likes to make sure that things make sense before they move forward with them. This is somebody who is great to come to for any kind of business advice or advice that, really needs logical type thinking. They're not always a great person to get advice on relationships or emotional stuff. Many times they're not paying that much attention to emotions. They don't necessarily see them as important. Of course, that is influenced by other things in their sign, in their chart. But typically, those are the type of attributes of this person that you're interacting with on Sunday, Geminis. Your son's a Sag? Oh, well, that's definitely not him then. I was confused. All right, let's look next at Cancer for Sunday, December the 2nd. I'll guarantee you it's not the first time I was confused. All right, so Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Let me focus here. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave that to me already. I do appreciate it. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Yeah, I know you do. I can feel that. All right, so Cancer, what we have here is the 10 of Wands showing up in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse tells me that you're going to be letting go of or putting down some kind of responsibility on Sundays, Cancer. I have had this card show up before for somebody who literally forgot to do something he'd agreed to do, but usually this is more along the lines of where you would normally take your kid to music lessons, but the music teacher is on vacation or whatever, something like that. This also can be a card that talks about stepping away from a relationship or stepping the level of the relationship down from where it was before, you know, having less responsibility towards that other person. I have had this card come up for that. But, you know, one way or another, something's going on that where you used to carry responsibilities, now you're letting go of some responsibility. Okay, so that's for Cancer. Next, let's take a peek at Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. For Sunday, December the 2nd. Oh, Leo's, your card just flipped over while I was shuffling. Oh, I like your card. Look at this. You guys got the 5 of Cups in reverse. Now this deck, the 5 of Cups is, or 5 of Vessels, it's different than a normal 5 of Vessels or 5 of Cups card that you would see, just with its regular meaning. But when it's right side up, or gosh, can't talk. When it's in reverse, it's really fantastic. So what we have, I'm going to show you right side up. That way I think you can grasp more what I'm saying about her in reverse after we see her right side up. So Leo's, the 5 of Vessels right side up is depicting a scene from a ceremony from ancient Celtic days where people would take consciousness altering herbs and roots mixed in a tea type of thing. And then they would be brought to ecstasy through this mind-altering potion or solution. And so when this isn't the actual meaning that the authors intended for this card when they came up with the deck, but for me, I see this as false ecstasy, pretending things are okay when they're not. All right. So for me, this, when it's right side up, is things are happening around you that you're not happy with, but you're still pasting on a smile and pretending everything's okay. And usually we do that because we don't want to rock the boat. Now, when she comes in upside down like this means, Leos, that something has been bothering you. And maybe for a little while, or maybe for a long while, you've been pasting on a smile and trying to act like it's no big deal. But now you're at the point where you're saying, you know what? Something has to change. I have to say something. And so now you're taking action to change whatever this is that's basically been eating you up from the inside out. So no more pretend happiness, no more false ecstasy. You're taking care of business now. You're making sure that things get back on track so that people can find genuine happiness, yourself included, but I think also other people are involved as well. Okay, so rocking the boat probably to get to a point where things are balanced and good and genuine and where you can be happy without faking it. All right, so that's for Leos. There's Willie Doug's mama. Hey, hey, glad to see you here, my dear. That's cool, Miss Lorraine. Hello there, Sand. Glad to see you here. All righty, let's look next at Virgo. This is Virgo for Sunday, December the 2nd. See what you guys get. La da da, la da. There's Triple Libra. Hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. How are you doing? La da da, la da 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 da. Alrighty, so Virgo. Okay, you guys, you have your own card showing up here. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Is this you or is this somebody else? You guys have your mojo running. You have your mojo on Sunday. You're just doing your normal stuff. Nobody's pulling you off track. Nobody's distracting you. You're doing you. The thing that I really am noticing about this card is that you guys are at a point where you're willing and able and want to share the goodness that is around you and the goodness that is yours with other people in your sphere of influence. So you may be host or hostessing some kind of get together. You may be giving some kind of gifts. You may be just preparing for something like this, but there's a very strong energy around you on this card of sharing and wanting to share. So preparations, you know, Christmas is coming. I mean, this is a perfectly appropriate time to have that sense come off of a card for sure. But really, this is about you feeling very generous and wanting to share the good that you have with others around you. Yeah, on Sunday the 2nd. Woohoo! That's a nice card. I didn't want to put that card down. That card felt so good. It is difficult to think we're in December. I am fantastic, and I'm glad you're not too bad either. Never does any good to complain anyway, does it? Always best to look at the best. Okay, up next we have Libra for Sunday, December 2nd. Oh, you're way ahead of us. Stop it. Stop it. We're not in the new year yet. All right, so Libra, Sunday, December the 2nd. Let's see what we have. All right, guys, here's what you got. You have the Emperor showing up in your day. Is this about Libra themselves or someone they're interacting with? Okay, so I thought this was going to be you guys, but actually it is someone that you're interacting with. So the Emperor is going to be somebody who has a position of authority. This can be a boss, a father figure, a mentor, a teacher. Okay. And so this person is very grounded. They're very much in touch with reality of things. Trying to feel around a little bit more. I feel like the interaction that you have with them is good. It's a good interaction. The Emperor is somebody who has a lot of integrity. They also have high expectations. They have high expectations for the people around them, but they also have high expectations for themselves. So they don't really ask anything of you that they wouldn't ask of themselves, basically. But if you don't meet up to an Emperor's expectations, that can be bad news. It's not going to work out well. But the sense that I have off of the card is that this interaction that you have with the Emperor personality is going to be one that is very positive. And the word I'm hearing is fulfilling. So for some of you, maybe you're interacting with the boss. Maybe they're giving you the end of the year bonus. You know, who knows exactly what this is, but it's a really nice, it has a really nice feel to it, whatever this interaction is going to be with somebody who's in a position of authority, who has a lot of integrity on Sunday. Oh, you have cold temperatures where you are, Willie Dog's mama? It's like 29 here. Back where I was growing up, it was like high of 54, high of 59, something like that. You'll be careful tomorrow. Emperor is not a bad card. That didn't feel bad. Hello there, Irene. Good morning, good morning. Glad you're here, my dear. All right, so that takes care of Libra. Let's look at Scorpio next. See what's showing up here for Sunday, December the 2nd. Yep, we had some cards fall, or one card fall. We had a card fall. Yippee. All right, guys, here's what we have. 14 degrees, that sounds comfortable because it's Celsius. All right, so Scorpios, fellow Scorpios, here's what we have. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm hearing is this is someone that we're interacting with. My King of Pentacles in reverse can go one of two ways. This can be somebody who's broke, they're out of money. And if we're interacting with someone like that, that's the easier version of this. So for those of us that we have somebody who's broke that shows up in our experience on Sunday, then woohoo. That's the lighter way this can go. Just being a Scorpio and knowing the type of personality that we are, we tend to draw in those people that kind of are feeling a lot more broken than just money can fix. And so this is somebody that we may be dealing with. We may be dealing with somebody who is not necessarily acting in a rational way, or somebody who is maybe they've gone through a tough breakup or something that was traumatic, and they're really having a tough time. Maybe they have really bad PTSD. For this card to show up, when he shows up like this, we're not talking about somebody who's a little broken, who can't remember what the difference is between left and right. We're talking about somebody who has got some real issues that need to be dealt with. And usually they're the only person that can deal with these. Okay? Sometimes they're addiction issues. Sometimes it's more of this person is just off balance as far as in how they handle their different situations that come up in life. And sometimes the addiction issues are just kind of piled on top of that as well. Okay, so this is who we get the pleasure of interacting with on Sunday. For those of us who are lucky, they'll just be broke financially. For the rest of us, they could be, what I call like a broken person. I firmly believe people can be fixed, but it's not easy. And when you have somebody showing up like this, they're in pretty bad shape. Even if they could be fixed, this is not an overnight fix. Okay? All right, next. Next, I need a drink. I need to wet my whistle. All right, now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Okay, so happy birthday to all my Sagittarius people. Those of you who would like to get a birthday discount, I do offer 25% off any of my live readings for those of you who book a reading with me while it's still Sagittarius sun sign if you have a Sagittarius birthday. Bum, 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 bum. And you can find out all about how to book a reading on my website, which is in the description box below. Sagittarius, you guys have a lot on your plate because my hands are not even thinking about stopping to shuffling these cards yet. What's going on in your world? A little bit of everything, I think. Okay, we're going to force the stop there because I don't want to be here for 15 minutes shuffling for y'all. Okay, we got it in a good place. Here we go, guys. The Forest Lovers for you Sagittarians. This just talks to me about some kind of partnership. It is implied a romantic partnership with, I think this is called hand fasting here when you bind the hands. This is an old Celtic ceremony for marriage, actually, for those of you who aren't aware of that. So it does talk about some kind of partnership. And it also talks about what grows out of that partnership. Now, it does not necessarily have to be some kind of sexual union or some kind of marriage. This can also be about a business partnership or a friendship that is growing up. But this is definitely some kind of partnership that you're enjoying I'm hearing you're enjoying the fruits of this partnership. So whatever you're doing with this other person, you're having some really good outcomes from that. And so you're enjoying those outcomes. So this is a really nice card to have, whether you're talking about romantic partnership, business partnership, or whatever. No matter how that falls in your life, Sagittarius, this is a very pleasant and productive card to have show up. Good for you. There you go. That is a nice message for your sun for sure. Capricorn, you guys are up next for Sunday, December the 2nd. Your daughter's a Saggy. Lorraine's son is a Saggy. Okay, honey bunny. Thank you for being here. Have a good day. All right, so Capricorn, Sunday, December the 2nd. What's going on in your world? Okay, so Capricorns. You guys have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Is this Capricorns or is this someone else? All right. So Capricorns, this is basically somebody that is just ghosting you. They're just cutting off communications. When you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, she is tired of talking. She's feeling like, well, I'm wasting my time here. I'm done. All right. So I'm not trying to say this in any kind of judgmental way, like I'm on her side or anything. Who knows if she's sane and logical or not. But this is somebody, Capricorn, that just says, you know what? I don't want to communicate with you anymore. Okay. So this is what I have coming up. And what's interesting is I feel like some of you are taken totally by surprise, and others of you are almost in the point of saying, well, thank God. Some of you have seen this coming like a million miles away, and you are just so ready. Like I could only be nice to this person so long. I don't want to be a jerk, but I can only handle this person so long. And so for some of you, I think when this person cuts off communication, you're like, whew, what a relief. Not all of you, though. There are a few that I think this is going to be a complete surprise. All right, so that was for Capricorn. Hello there, Francine. Glad to see you, my dear. Well, we've got a lot of Saggies going on, huh? That was you this morning, the Capricorn. All right, so Aquarius. You guys are up next for Sunday, December the 2nd. La ha da da, la ha da da, la ha da 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 da. Oh, the saints go marching in. Okay, so Aquarius. 3 of Cups. Huh. What I have is obviously not going to apply to everyone. And I'm just thinking about how I can say this in the easiest way. Okay, so some of you Aquarians have somebody in your sphere of influence who may have been fighting something that is more long-term and terminal, something like cancer or something along those lines, where physically they are just coming to the end of their rope. This card, when it came up, the very first thing that hit me is that whoever this person is going to be joining their friends soon. This is my friendship card. And so I think that you have some people that, or, some of you have somebody who is going to be crossing over and they're going to be reconnecting with family and friends on the other side. And I'm sorry, because I know this is a hard message to hear, but that is the very first thing that hit me. And I think that the takeaway from this message is to kind of prepare you ahead of time, but also to let you know that they are going to a place um, where they will be happy. Now, the traditional meaning of this card just talks about good time with friends. And so I think for the most of you Aquariuses, what we're looking at is you guys are going to be enjoying some good times with some friends on Sunday. I think that it's just a handful of you that have the first situation that I talked about, but it was the first impression that came to me, so I had to spill it out. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to go on and get anything else. And I hope that that message is helpful. All right, let's move on to Pisces. By the way, whenever I was talking about this Aquarius, this is not a surprise. For those of you that this is somebody crossing over, this is not a surprise. This is somebody that you know this person is on the edge already. Okay? All right, let's look at Pisces. Pisces for December the 2nd, Sunday. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Let's see what we got, Pisces. What do we have? All right, we're on to the more usual weight of a card here. Okay, so here what we have is the Prince of Swords showing up in reverse, Pisces. This is somebody that you're going to be interacting with on Sunday. When you have a Prince of Swords in reverse, what you've got is somebody who definitely believes in standing up for the things that they think are right. And when he comes up in reverse, it could be a he or a she, but when he comes up in reverse, this is somebody who is passionately defending something that they think is right. However, the reverse version, this person does not have all the information, and they didn't have all the information before they went off half-cocked. Okay? And they're trying to suck everybody else into their cause. So when you run into this person, Pisces, or you're interacting with this person, they're going to be trying to draw you into doing whatever it is they're doing and to joining their cause. And honestly, like if you see this person coming, you want to get as far away as you possibly can. And the reason you want to get as far away as you possibly can is because you don't want to be sucked into this cause, because this person is going to regret what he's doing once he gets the full picture. But because he didn't find all the information before he started taking action, he's taking action that later on he's going to regret. And somebody who is going to do this, if you get sucked into their cause, then later on they're going to be playing the blame game. Well, it wasn't my fault that I acted like a silly dummy. It was this person. It was their fault. They agreed with me. They pushed it further. They did this. They did that. Oh, they could even say, it was all your idea. So this type of person, whenever they're just like, the thing about a swords person is they can take quick action. In this case, a little too quick, didn't think it through very well. So you want to, if you see somebody standing up for a cause that they just decided kind of at the drop of a hat to do that, no. Step away. Step away as quickly as you can. All right, so that's for Pisces. So that covers everybody. Thank you all for being here and for keeping me company. I do appreciate that so much. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you to those of you who have shared this video. And thank you to those of you who have booked readings, Reiki sessions, etc. with me. I do appreciate all of your support. It is because of you guys that I am able to do what I love for a living. So thank you very much. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful day. And I'll see you all on the next video. Peace out.